Hi everybody, it's me again, Todd, coming to you from Southwest New Hampshire, and today we're going to talk about motion pictures out of Hollywood, and a little bit about, kind of a quick synopsis, I guess you could say, of kind of decline of Hollywood, in my opinion, and stuff, and motion pictures, decline in motion pictures. But first, I want to tackle one thing. I changed my name again on my YouTube channel. Yes, I know I did a couple of name changes already. But this one, I finally, the old brain thought of it, and it should be more fitting for what I'm doing. My new YouTube channel is called The Weekly Talker. So that's The Weekly Talker. And now that that's out of the way, let's get into the motion pictures. Not so impressed with movies today. Have been watching some trailers and advertisements for a lot of new stuff coming out, and just not really anything grabbing me. I think the last time I saw a decent movie that I really liked, was really entertained with and enjoyed, was basically the latest Godzilla movie, King of the Monsters. I'm a Godzilla fan anyways, except for that one that they made back in the late 90s or whatever it was there, where they changed the look of Godzilla and all that stuff, and that was just, ugh, I don't consider that a Godzilla movie. Anyways, I don't think the acting is that good anymore. The quality of actors seems to have declined a lot. The writing, to me, and storyline, the storylines and plot, just not there. I don't think is as good as they used to be. I think, in my opinion, I think they're using more CGI, computer special effects and everything and stuff to make up for the weakness in the storyline and the acting and so forth, and more action sequences and things like that, non-stop action. So that's why I haven't been that overly impressed. I think Hollywood is just, all in all, declined a lot from its heyday, its golden days and stuff. You know, I think that, yeah, to me, there was a lot more, a lot better talent back then than there is now, behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. Yeah. And so, anyways, and being a history buff like I am, I love, and I grew up on old movies as well. My father was a World War II veteran. Yes, that is true, and we'll may get into that in another video. And I grew up with watching like old Western movies, what they call B Westerns from the 1930s, which were pretty entertaining. They're low budget movies. That's why they call them B Westerns. They could pop out these movies within a month. They didn't take long to make. They were quick. Boom, boom, boom. And into the 40s, 50s. I started to not. I started my interest in my decline in interest in a lot of movies started here in the 21st century. It just I didn't. Things just started. I think just going downhill after a time. So that's my opinion. I think the movies could be a lot better. I think some of the things too that could be changed. A lot of the language could be changed. Cleaned up a lot that way. A little less action, a little less, let's, you know, more emphasis on acting. Get some good acting going, and like movies in from like Hallmark Channel or the Dove movies. Like Dove approved family movies, things like that. Um, don't push an agenda or a narrative on me either. When I watch a movie, I just want to be entertained. I want a good story told to me. I don't want any other whatever put in it. Leave that stuff out as far as I'm concerned. And anyways, I don't. That's my feeling on it, and on movies, on motion pictures. You know, I wasn't too impressed with the. And I'm a big Star Wars fan. I wasn't that impressed with the last three motion pictures. I thought they were very weak. Storylines, so forth. Yeah, the special effects were great. Acting, I wasn't too overly thrilled at how they killed off Han Solo in the first one there in Force Awakens. That kind of annoyed me quite a bit. Um, you know, I'm not surprised that from what I heard and understand, the rumor is that George Lucas wasn't very happy with him either, or what Disney did with him. So, if that's true, I haven't had a chance to look it up, but it's what I hear. I don't blame him. They were not that good, especially the second one, and I know somebody will disagree with me. I'm a big Star Trek fan as well. Always like sci-fi. Uh, the newest Star Trek movies that they had out with Chris Pine, I thought were very good. I liked them. Um, I think they did a good job with the stories. Of course, this excuse me, special effects were great. I think the actors, um, they had good quality actors that did a good job of playing the parts of Captain Kirk and Spock and so forth. So I, even though I went into watching those Star Trek movies with a little trepidation, I guess you could say, a little nervous about it. I was like, oh God, what are they going to do? Are they going to screw it up? I was pleasantly surprised. Um, I found that I liked them and enjoyed them. So, not all were bad. I did like the first Wonder Woman movie. Not so sure of the new Wonder Woman movie supposed to be coming out, and wasn't looking that overly impressed with it. Um, of course, as far as I was concerned, in the past few years, that one Wonder Woman movie was the best movie that DC had put out in a long time. Uh, DC Comics. The other movies they've had out, ugh, good grief. Not impressed with those either. I just and as far as Hollywood itself goes, I'm just not impressed anymore. Not going to give them a lot of support anymore. I'm not impressed with the way the actors and so others presenting themselves in public. And it just they're not endearing themselves to me, that's for sure. And so, but it's just the quality of everything they're putting out. Um, you know, I mean, there were a few movies here and there back in the heyday that could have been better, but for the most part, you had to have talent to get into Hollywood back when, basically. And, nowadays it seems like you go out there and anybody can go out there and say, hey, I want to star in a movie, and okay, we'll put you in a movie. Oh yeah, and as long as you got good looks, that helps. Apparently, because even if you don't have acting ability, well, as long as you look good, they'll throw you in a movie. It's really, you know, I mean, you can't beat, you know, you can't beat actors like John Wayne or Kirk Douglas or Cary Grant, uh, Gregory Peck. Those are some of my favorites. Sean Connery. You know, God rest his soul, rest in peace. I always liked Sean Connery. Uh, as far as female actors, some of the best were Grace Kelly, Audrey Hepburn, um, Betty Davis, Olivia de Havilland, you know, and so forth. I can go on, but I don't have the time right now. But anyways, that's just my opinion. I'm not. I don't think Hollywood is as good as they used to be. I don't think the movies are as good. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have as much respect for the actors themselves. You know, and um, they just, the old time actors when they were out in public, they were class acts. They respected, most of them respected everybody. Those that worked behind the scenes, um, the people that went to, everyday, people like myself that went to movie theaters to pay for the movies. They had respect for us. No matter what. Um, to me, from what I see, a lot of today's actors just don't. There's no respect there for anybody. No matter who you are. You know, and I'm not just talking about what side of the aisle you're on politics or whatever. They just don't seem to. When they're out in public, they're they don't. They're not class acts when they're out in public, as far as I'm concerned. Um, and that's just my opinion and observations of what I see. You know, kind of deal in here, and so that's why I'm for the most part, done with Hollywood. There's only a couple movies that I've seen that I'm kind of looking forward to seeing when they come out. That's the new James Bond movie that I saw with Daniel Craig. It looked pretty good in the trailer. Of course, trailers don't always give you everything, but so I did like the name of it as well. I think it was Never Too Late to Die or something like that, and I thought, yeah, that's a classic James Bond title. And so I'm looking forward to giving that a try. And the other one I'm looking forward to, again, being a Godzilla fan, I'm looking forward to Godzilla versus King Kong. I'd like to see that, see how that is. I like King Kong as well. Most monster movies I've always been a fan of. But other than that, haven't seen anything that grabs me that I am gonna rush to see. Not going to any movie theaters. I can't afford 50 to spend $50 on myself to go to a movie theater. You know especially by the time you get done paying for your ticket, popcorn, soda, and whatever else. You're spending $50 by the time you're done on yourself. Not doing that. Plus, the seats in movie theaters anymore, God, they're uncomfortable. They're small. It's like, now, the only thing that hasn't changed about a movie theater is the sticky floors. and I'm not kidding, because the last time I was in a movie theater, that was back when the first Thor movie came out. That was a few years ago. Yep, I said to myself, yep. And a friend that went with me at the time, well, actually, I went with him. He invited me with him and his son. But anyways, yeah, they were sticky. So anyways, I'll probably do some more videos on movies down the road. Some previews and things. Talk to you about some of the old movies. Give you some recommendations on some good classics and stuff. Have little conversations about that. You know, on different genres like monster movies like Godzilla and things like that. You know, Star Wars and so forth. But anyways, I'm gonna cut it short here. Give me your opinion about Hollywood and you know, brand new movies. You know. Coming out and things like that, and you know, recent past few years, what you think in the comments below. What is your favorite movie, favorite genre of movies? Let me know. Again, I love westerns, sci-fi, a good comedy, but I haven't. There hasn't been a comedy movie in a very long time that has grabbed my interest. You know, and I like drama and detective stuff as well. So let me know what your favorites are down in the comments below. Again, be nice and respectful in the comments. And if you like what I'm doing, if you like this video, like what I talk about, punch that thumbs up button. And if you want to see this beautiful face again as well, hit the subscribe button down below and the notifications bell over there on the other side. And once again, thank you for watching. Have a good evening and God bless.